Hey guys, Thomas from Team Sakurasu here, come at you with a balance analysis video for April 2020. I'm going to be telling you guys in this video the winners and losers of this ban list, along with telling you guys why certain cards got hit, banned, and why certain cards came off the ban list. If you guys can leave like 15-20 likes on this video, by the way, not only does that show that you enjoyed it, but it's actually my birthday today, so if you guys can do that for me, that'd be awesome. And don't forget to subscribe. So getting into it, they have some preemptive hits on Glow Bulb and Steam the Cloak because of Crystal Needle Fiber. Nobody's really shocked, but I'm just going to say that Glow Bulb's very strong post Master Roll 5 even outside of Crystal Needle Fiber. So as much as I love this card, I actually have an ulti first ed, which looks absolutely beautiful as you see on the screen here. I completely understand. Along with Destrudo being hit, this is a 2-card Boral Sword and it gives another card on the board. Along with being a tuner, I'm not really shocked this got hit. Along with paying half your life points isn't really a cost, since if you can stop your opponent from playing Yu-Gi-Oh, life points don't really matter. So now we're going to go into LUNALIGHTs. Now LUNALIGHTs have lost very big, and they're going to have to go back to its fusion routes because they lost LUNALIGHT Tiger. Completely banned. I did not see this coming. The deck's very strong. It actually topped YCS Chicago last year. And the deck has been able to get tops, and the deck has proven itself to be very, very strong. And people really thought it was going to be Tier 1 in this new format. And while it did shine a little bit because of, you know, Tribe Infecting Virus going on around, we don't really have that many events this particular format. So I'm kind of shocked with the limited data that they banned this. In fact, I actually expected the ban list to be delayed, but that's a different topic. So Rip LUNALIGHTs, feels bad. And then we have Master Plan banned. Now, what this means for Spirals is a couple things. Now, they've technically lost 5 cards because you play 2 Master Plan, because that's all you really need, and then you would play 3 Magician Souls. However, what's your target? Since Master Plan is banned. So, what this means is Spiral players are going to have to make the decision to either cut the 3 Magician Souls or play Apprentice Illusion Magician. And I think they're probably going to cut the Magician Souls. You know, so they're losing 5 cards, and they're losing their searchability, along with they can't combo as hard without Master Plan, and they're, you know, because not only are they losing that one particular card, but they're losing as much search as they get. Sorry if I'm, like, stuttering a little bit, guys, it's really late at night, but what this means is they can't play through awkward hands as much as they used to be able to. They can't really combo off awkward hands, and they're gonna have to open up better, along with they can't make their Appaloosa and their Sleeper. So they can't really combo off like they've been, you know, setting up Tri-Gate. That's not possible anymore. Is the deck still good because it did get 2 additional drones? Yes. What can it do now? I've heard of people mixing it with Cyber Dragons because then you can play Machine Dupe and it's really alive. Is that deck really good? I'm not too sure because I've never faced it, but I've heard of people having high hopes for it. So that is all we have for banned. We have 5 cards banned. Are Spirals still good? Yes, but they're nowhere near as good, and I'm kind of happy about this because Konami did not expect them to be Tier 1 again. Not Tier 0, but just Tier 1, so I'm not shocked that something got banned. So, now we're going to go for the limited. Tsuchinoko and Jackalope, very quickly, I think the only reason they didn't limit these last lists is because they just want to sell the reprints a bit more. So they thought, we'll just touch Nessie, and then we'll limit, you know, Jackalope and Tsuchinoko. But honestly, this is like whatever. I'm not really too surprised exactly by this. But then we have ABC Buster Dragon. Now, the reason this got limited, I actually did not know in my live reaction, which if you guys want to, check out my live reaction in the description below. You know, I think it's pretty spicy. So, yeah. And with that being said, the reason that got banned limited is because it's very crazy with Union Carrier, which is our new link out of Dual Overload, because you could spam the board with ABCs and everything while banishing a few cards on the field and doing some other crazy stuff and link climbing, and it's actually really insane, and I did not know about that. So that's why this got limited. It's kind of a preemptive hit. Again, it's still just, it's not a good day to be an ABC player ever, is it? So, yeah, then we got Librarian limited. I feel really bad because I remember this being limited for so long, and it could have been unlimited for years and years and years, and then when it came off, and then because of Master Roll 5 and, you know, how strong we have Synchros right now, coming April, it got limited again. I completely understand this. You could just start drawing cards. Completely understand, but it still hurts. And then we have Trishula. This is following the OCG. Now, there are certain combos where you can actually loop your opponent's hands, I believe. However, I don't know how relevant that really was. I think we're just following the OCG's footsteps with the Trish limit. I am not happy about this. I have a friend who actually has a few ulti Trishes, and he's very upset about this. Jake from Team Sakurasu. So, there is that. And then we have Totally Awesome. Now, I'm going to explain why this got limited, because I saw some confusion. This is because of the Bahamut Shark turbo that will be coming out post Master Rule 5, where you can basically just, you have Toads, you have Negates. Personally, this is, in my opinion, the best rank 2 in the game currently. So, I don't mind it being limited, especially because once you negate something, you can get something back. It's pretty insane. I'm not shocked at this limit. I thought they were most likely going to limit or do something with Bahamut Shark, but it turns out they didn't. They just limited Toad. If you're a Paleozoic player, you got nerfed. You definitely lost this ban list, so damn, it comes at the time where Swap Frog finally got a reprint too. That was outside of its high rarity ulti. That doesn't really count as a reprint. So unfortunate. Then we have Dryden, and I'm just gonna talk about Barrage really quickly. Nothing. You can't do anything. I guess it's not really splashable. Zoo's still not gonna do anything. Then we have Instant Fusion. Honestly, this is the most free generic extender that we have post Links, or one of the most. And honestly, I completely understand this limit. Instant Fusion's a very strong card, and puts a monster on board. You could sync with it, link with it, extend with it in any way. Along with Mudragon can change its type, so if you Instant Fusion that and you're playing more synchros and tuners, you could go into a wider variety of synchros that maybe take like one fire monster plus one tuner or something, etc. And that's pretty insane. So I understand Instant Fusion getting limited. That's fine. Then we have Mind Control. Mind Control is a very strong card. They tried that too. Konami was like, oh, everyone's still playing it. Then they limited. Now it's just a strong one of, where you can actually just main it now, and you could take a card from your opponent, sync with it now, link with it, and you can do a lot more plays in Master Rule 5 with this. So I completely understand its limit. They're just hitting a lot of utility, along with certain other cards they think are problematic. Now for semi-limited, I'm very angry because this is like the second or third time. I think it's the third time they put Malicious to 2. I'm pretty sure. Konami, I feel like this just sparks arguments at Konami HQ, because I don't remember them moving a card from 3 to 2 as much as fucking Malicious. And it's crazy. Why are they doing this? I don't know. Just put it to 3. There's no complaints, but whatever. Whatever. I personally liked it at 3, but then we have Widow Anchor at 2, and this is not the only win of Sky Strikers. They are still releasing Sky Striker stuff and support, along with it's a favorite of the OCG. So, along with OCG actually has Engage at 2. So, the TCG and Konami's looking at Sky Strikers being like, they did nothing. Wow. We thought this deck could survive anything, because they've hit the deck quite a bit. We thought giving them to Kagari was fine. They were doing absolutely nothing. Let's give them another Widow Anchor. Will this do anything? I think so, actually, because Widow Anchor is a very strong card, along with, I want to say one more thing that is actually technically a boost to Sky Strikers. And that is Pot of Avarice 2-3. Now we're going to go to the Unlimited very quickly. So Pot of Avarice it helps combo decks, helps decks that just spam the board and set up their graveyard, because then it's just a free Pot of Greed, basically, while recycling your stuff. Very, very strong. Spirals could play it as well, just mentioning it out there. So Spirals technically got another card. And I'm not going to go into the array of lists that Pot of Avarice could go into. I am just going to mainly talk about Sky Strikers. Now, Sky Strikers can not exactly spam the board, but they go into their links quite often. And now with 3 Pot of Avarice, not only is that an extra spell card, but they can really just spam the board with, Hayate, Kagari, and they don't have to really worry about wasting their extra deck resources as much anymore, because you can put them back in their deck, because they already played 1 Pot of Avarice, I've seen, but now they can play 3. They have the new link as well, so they can be a little more versatile with their extra deck if they want to play, I don't know, 2 Hayate. I don't know how the build will go, by the way, guys. they can go into that, and you know, oh, we 2 Hayatas is fine because we could just, if we need a third, we'll just recycle it with Pot of Avarice. All good, and we'll get to draw more cards. So Sky Striker gonna be good. Depends on if people want to play it or not, or revisit the deck. I will probably try it online and see how it goes, but yeah. Very quickly before I finish this video up, guys, if you guys want to support the channel, and you guys buy cards off TCG Player, we actually are affiliated with TCG. So if you want to pick up some new cards, go in the description below, check our click our TCG affiliate, and it helps us quite a bit. And if you guys can like and subscribe, that'd be awesome. Since 75% of people who watch my videos aren't subscribed, and that's pretty crazy to me. I thought you know, all my subscribed people were watching my stuff. But getting into it, then we have Drones to 3, helps the deck out a little bit with, you know, Machine Dupe, but you know, that's it. And then we have Deep Sea Diva to 3. This is for the new Diva support because she's getting a whole new archetype, and it's actually really, really cool. And Konami wants you to play this at 3. Completely understand. Very happy to see this at 3. And I saw it coming from 15 miles away. In fact, I'm surprised they didn't put it to 3 out right away. But then we have Necroface as our last card. Necroface is whatever. Honestly, people could play decks around Necroface more consistently, I guess. I guess it's cool, but you know, now for the winners of this format, it is definitely Shaddolls and Shaddoll Invoked. Completely untouched. So I see them wrecking the meta and wrecking house all through the TCG when we can go back to locals. I also saw cards like Sky Strikers winning a little bit, but not as much. Salmon Great winning because they're untouched. Untouched, basically. And then I also see other decks kind of making their way into it, like the Thunderbird Infinite Negate combo. You know, that's still alive, kicking and pushing, and those are definitely the winners. The losers, LUNALIGHT. LUNALIGHT got fucked, and Spirals definitely lost way more than they were bargaining for. So Spirals lost, and same with LUNALIGHT. Feels bad if you're a LUNALIGHT player, is all I'm going to say. But with that being said, guys, I want to know what you guys are going to be playing this format. What are you guys looking forward to? And what do you guys think of this list? And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.